Hello and welcome in. So, today I would love to talk with you about the power that you hold in your ability to heal and create so much freedom through your subconscious limitations. And what I mean by that is part of this reality experience is that we have come in and we have taken on, through no fault of our own, perceptions that are limiting, that are what are creating any form of suffering or experience in our reality that we don't prefer. But the thing about this is that we have created this so that we can free ourselves at the deepest levels. And this is so powerful when you start to see it this way, because the subconscious is a part of this human experience, and it controls 95% of your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, behaviors, and therefore the consequences and the experiences that you have in your life. Reality is literally bending to the experience of your consciousness. And when the subconscious is, well, for most people, primarily running the show because it controls 95% of your experience, that is what is creating your reality until you bring your awareness to it, until you start to bring what is in your subconscious into your conscious awareness, and you start to heal anything that is creating any form of limitation. And you might be wondering, well, how do I know if something's in my subconscious and creating limitation? If you're experiencing, as I previously said, anything in your life that isn't your preference, that you know is not aligned with your soul, any of those times where you're experiencing contrast, or just something in your life that just seems to, like, if you look back on your life, it's never really worked. It's not that it can't work, or it's not that you are to have this experience forever. Rather, it is your soul revealing through your experience of life somewhere where you are limited in your perception of yourself, of life, of your relationship to life, and of reality. But the thing about this is that if it is in your subconscious, that also means that you have the power to shift it, because it is within your own consciousness. And anything that is limiting you, you have the power to shift it. And this is what has honestly changed my life so much. It is what I work with in sessions with clients, every single session, because it is so powerful to remember, first of all, the power that you have as a created being, that you are creating your life through your own perception of yourself, the identity and stories that you hold about yourself, and also how powerful and empowering it really is, because what happens when you reveal a subconscious limitation, when you bring it up to the surface and you see the illusion, you remember the truth of who you are, that dissolves any of the experiences that was happening that were related to that, any conditions that were happening perhaps in your body, anything that wasn't working before now suddenly starts to reorchestrate. But the most profound part of this is that your soul essence comes alive, because when you create freedom within your subconscious, it is like unblocking the flow of life force energy within you, of your soul within you, and that is what truly reconnects you to your soul, allows you to live in alignment with your soul. And it is both the most freeing experience and the most beautiful experience, because you start to see before your very eyes your own way that you feel in yourself shift. And this can happen immediately. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time because there's some residue and there's some things that you get to work through, but your own relationship to yourself shifts. Your relationship to life shifts. Your relationship to other people in your life shifts. And it is so beautiful to witness this happen, because you remember more of your power and your ability to create your life, and the ability that you have within yourself to create freedom, to change the line of what you're creating, whether it's something that's been passed down from ancestral lineage, whether it's something that's come through from past lives if you subscribe to that, whether it's something that has just been a pattern within you for so long, you have the power to shift it. Isn't that so freeing? And you can begin by asking yourself, whenever you're experiencing something that isn't quite what you want to experience, you know that it's truly like in your heart, it's like, this is not aligned with the life that you're here to live. This is not aligned with the life that you would like to be experiencing. First of all, to remember that you have the power to shift that. That can create so much freedom. Remembering that you don't just have to go along your life continuing in the way that it has. Your reality doesn't have to continue the way that it has been. You can change it. And you can change it by then remembering that if something is happening in your experience, it is because life is so generously and lovingly reflecting to you this opportunity, this golden opportunity for you to discover something that is within your subconscious, that is a perception of yourself or your life that is limiting you, and to create freedom from it. And that is a gift, even though it may come in a very unpleasant way. That is a gift, because what happens on the other side of that is expansion, is freedom, is possibilities, new possibilities coming in, new timelines like dropping into your perception, into your field of what's possible for you, and some new timelines just opening up because you are shifting. And when you shift, what is actually happening on an energetic level, if we were to really come back to the energetics of it, when you dissolve a limitation, it is like this cascade of dissolution of an energy that allows, like I said, your life force energy to flow through. And from that, a different frequency within your being is being radiated out into reality, and life responds to that. This is why, like, there can be so much about like shift your frequency, raise your vibration. This is like the crash course into raising your vibration, because it's like taking the foot off the pedal, and it's like you're finally able to express. You're finally able to just go for it. You're finally able to let what was being suppressed now express through you, which is your soul, which is your essence, which is the remembrance of your true nature. And that shifts your frequency, your vibration, sending out a different signal, attracting new experiences into your life, attracting new experiences with the interactions and the relationships in your life, and also shifting your energy within yourself and how you genuinely feel in yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself can shift in an instant. And that is, personally for me, like one of the most healing, profoundly freeing things that I have ever come across. And it is something that can be so simple and so accessible to everyone. And that's why I'm wanting to share this with you, because I hope that you can feel both the remembrance of your own power and the freedom that is possible for you to create your reality, to shift anything that you're experiencing. And you can start off by, anytime you're experiencing something that you don't prefer, asking yourself, I wonder what is happening here. I wonder what life is showing me right now. And to start to get a little bit deeper into what the perception might be, what the story or the identity might be, you can ask yourself, I wonder what I would need to think about myself or my life for me to be experiencing this. And that starts to unlock the key into revealing your subconscious. Whenever you ask a question, your subconscious will reveal to you an answer. And that will start to unlock the key of where you might be speaking about yourself and negating your true limitless nature, where you might be saying that something isn't possible for you, or where you might be identifying as something that truly is not aligned with your true essence. And from that, you can then begin to investigate, is this actually a truth? Is this a universal, absolute truth? And the answer is always no. And from that space, the invitation then is to really allow yourself to reveal what it is that's going on underneath, to bring it to the surface, and to see through the illusion, dissolve the illusion, and remember the freedom and the truth of your essence, so that you can live more aligned with your soul and who you truly are. So I hope that this supported you. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to drop it in the comments, or you can send me an email. And I hope that this truly served you. I hope that this helped remind you of the power that you hold within, the power to create freedom from anything, and that you could start putting this into practice and see what happens. So please subscribe. I would love to continue doing this. And I am sending you so much love, and I hope that you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Bye for now.